Jack Della Maddalena finally addressed his UFC 322 loss, though his statement remained brief and measured. The former welterweight champion broke his silence Thursday with his first public comments since Saturday's devastating unanimous decision defeat to Islam Makhachev at Madison Square Garden. Della Maddalena posted a simple message on Instagram thanking supporters who stood by him through the difficult loss. He acknowledged Makhachev as one of the sport's greats and conceded that his opponent deserved the victory. The 29-year-old Australian promised to learn from the experience and move forward, keeping his response gracious despite the crushing disappointment. Saturday's title defense represented Della Maddalena's first real test as champion, and he struggled immensely against Makhachev's suffocating grappling. For the vast majority of the fight, Della Maddalena found himself on his back, unable to escape. Makhachev controlled him on the ground for over 19 minutes, smothering any offensive attempts and neutralizing the Australian's striking advantages. The defeat marked Della Maddalena's first loss inside the UFC octagon after building an impressive winning streak. More significantly, it snapped an 18-bout winning streak that had carried him from regional circuits to championship status. That streak represented years of dominance across multiple promotions, making the one-sided loss particularly jarring for both Della Maddalena and his supporters. The brevity of Della Maddalena's statement suggests he's still processing what happened at Madison Square Garden. Losing a championship is difficult enough, but being dominated so thoroughly makes the defeat harder to accept. His acknowledgement of Makhachev's greatness shows maturity and respect for his opponent's skills despite the disappointment. Della Maddalena's promise to learn and move forward indicates he's not dwelling on the loss indefinitely. Champions respond to defeat by identifying weaknesses and addressing them in training. The grappling deficiencies exposed by Makhachev provide a clear roadmap for improvement if Della Maddalena wants another title opportunity. His youth works in his favor. At 29 years old, many fighters don't reach their prime until their early 30s, giving Della Maddalena time to develop the wrestling and defensive grappling necessary to compete with elite opponents like Makhachev. The loss, while devastating now, could ultimately make him a more complete fighter. The welterweight division remains stacked with talented contenders, meaning Della Maddalena will face challenges rebuilding toward another title shot. However, his striking skills and previous winning streak demonstrate he belongs among the division's elite when fights remain standing. Makhachev's dominant performance also highlighted the specific challenges posed by Dagestani wrestlers. Their unique style combines relentless pressure, superior positioning, and exhausting physicality that differs from traditional wrestling or jiu-jitsu. Della Maddalena will need specialized training partners who understand that style if he wants to avenge this loss someday. For now, Della Maddalena is keeping his thoughts private beyond this brief statement. He'll likely take time away from media obligations while processing the defeat and planning his comeback. His team will analyze footage, identify specific technical failures, and design training camps addressing those weaknesses. The UFC will eventually book Della Maddalena's return fight, probably against a ranked contender rather than an immediate rematch. He'll need to prove he's made necessary improvements before earning another title opportunity. The welterweight division doesn't wait for anyone, and other contenders are hungry for their own championship shots. Della Maddalena's gracious response to defeat shows character that will serve him well moving forward. How fighters handle adversity often defines their careers more than victories do. His willingness to acknowledge Makhachev's greatness while committing to improvement suggests he possesses the mental toughness needed for a successful comeback. The coming months will reveal whether Della Maddalena can evolve into a more complete mixed martial artist capable of defending takedowns from elite grapplers, or if his striking heavy style has limitations at championship level.